Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about our essential question of what are fractions. So by the end of our video today, you should be able to answer this essential question and have a better understanding of what are fractions. So first thing we want to talk about, our fractions are parts. Parts of a whole. So fractions are parts of a whole. And so when we have parts of a whole, we are talking about pieces. Okay, so we're talking about pieces. We're talking about pieces of something. Okay, we tend to write fractions like this. Okay, so that right there is a fraction. Okay, that's an example of a fraction. You have a top number, which is called the numerator. This is the numerator. This is the number that is on top. Okay, this tells us how many pieces we have out of the whole. So how many pieces out of the whole? Okay, so this is the how many pieces. And then the bottom, our bottom number, this is our denominator. So our denominator this is our bottom number. Okay, our bottom number tells us how many pieces are the whole. So this is like how many slices are the whole. So this is our whole. How many parts of the whole? So this is our whole. So let's talk about what this actually looks like in in a picture. Yeah, let's do a picture, okay? So this is a whole equal parts. Let's write it like that. Equal parts. Whole equal parts, okay? So let's start with a circle. All right, so if I had this fraction, I would have 4 equal parts. So there's my 4 equal parts. And I have 1, where's my pink? There it is. Okay, I have 1 piece. Okay, so that means that I have 1 piece of 4. So this is the same thing as saying 1 out of 4. So I can read this as 1 out of 4. I can also read this as 1 divided by 4. That's really important that you know that we can read this as a divided by as well. I'm going to darken this line. Okay, so let's draw another one and let's see how this can also look. Okay, so let's say I have a rectangle. My rectangle is cut into some pieces. And let's talk about this fraction. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal pieces. And there are, my pen exploded. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's say I have 5 out of 6 colored. So 5 out of 6 are colored. So 5/6. So this fraction, it says 5 out of 6, or 5 divided by 6. That's how I would read this fraction. And I am so sorry that my pen exploded. Yuck. Okay, let's go on to another one. Sometimes when we are learning or working with fractions, sometimes we have fractions that can be written as mixed numbers or as improper fractions. So mixed numbers or improper fractions. So that means that, let's say we have here is there we go. All right, I have there we go. Okay, let's say that on this one, the size of my piece, right, is 4ths, okay, because it's cut into 4ths. And I have one hole colored in with 1/4 left over. This right here, this is a mixed number. Okay, a mixed number means that I have whole numbers and fractions. That is a mixed number. Now, I can turn this into an improper fraction. I can also say that I had 4th size pieces, right? I had 4th size pieces here. And in my 1/4 size pieces, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them colored. And so I had 5/4 colored. So this is called an improper fraction. An improper fraction, our top number or our numerator is bigger than our denominator. Okay, so the top is bigger than the bottom. This fraction here is equal to this fraction. All of these are different ways to write fractions. All of these are different ways to write parts of numbers. When you're dividing a number and you have a remainder left over, remainders are fractions. Remainders are parts of numbers. That's another fraction. So let's write that one down. Remainders. Okay, remainders. Remainders are also fractions. So when we divide, that's a fraction. So all of these different things are fractions. So just a little bit of a refresh on what is a fraction, how do fractions work, some vocabulary around fractions, and just some different ideas about what to put into your notes for fractions. So this is just our launching point. This is building a base as we move into 6th grade fractions. So I want you to make sure that you understand these things, and then we're going to do some practice with it. Okay? All right. Thank you for your hard work today, Cougars. Make sure you head on over to do your practice work. All right. Make it a great day the Cougar way.